Abe kind of forced me into it. I was super scared. It was the first event I ever organized, and I kept pushing back. I was like, no, I'm not going to organize it. I've never done an event. I'm not going to organize the Queen 16. Are you crazy?
Right.
But then at some point,
Now you said two words when you put them together. Oh, it can get real serious. Me and two.
yeah.
Um, so how do you feel about the rise of B-girls stepping forward and expressing themselves about sexual harassment, things that they've went through, things that they've witnessed. Like you had the crazy leg situation, you had the integrity, I think that's her name, B-girl integrity situation here in the U.S. Who knows how many more countless numbers that have happened in our country, let alone the world. Like, what's your take on that? I know
um,
it's kind of like a open question that can go all over the place, but just like in general, how do you feel about that?
um, I have to say, I think it's a very important thing to discuss in public for sure. Um, I feel like you said, it can go in so many different directions, and it's really important to hear the stories and to hear what crazy shit can happen when it comes to that. But on the other hand, I feel like it's a very vulnerable field because it can also go in the direction of putting men in a very dark place and a very bad position. And for me personally, I just don't feel that that's right either, because it's just it's not showing the whole range of everything, and it's coloring it really dark for men in general. And it's not that I don't say I don't have shitty experiences when it comes to that, but I also have really good experiences. I have so many male crew members that were just really helpful for me and were never anything bad. So I think this sometimes gets a little bit lost in the whole discussion, and it gets pointed out too negative. So I'm sometimes not sure if it's the best approach, but I think maybe it's also the only way to be really radical at some point, and then at some point even it out again.
Right. And I'm glad you kind of framed it like that. Is like, you know, fortunately the a-hole males that are involved with these situations are outnumbered by the the legit guys that aren't trying to harass you, aren't trying to oh yeah, I'll teach you, just come on over and like those guys are the minority, the ones who are doing these things towards the females. Just the same thing with the females. Like there is a number of females that are sleeping around or trying to use their sexuality or their body to gain whatever they think that they're going to gain. Do you think that they give a black eye to the girls who just want to be judged on skills alone?
You tell me. I think
Well,
I think that's difficult to say as a female. I mean, it's always something I've been really protective of, maybe a little bit
okay.
overprotective for a long time, to make sure I'm not gonna fall into that raster.
Hmm.
And definitely something you have to be careful with, I would say. Um, I guess in the end, it just depends. There will always be people seeing it from this point of view, and other people who see it from a very different point of view and would never put you in that range. So
Right.
I wouldn't say that a couple women are able to to paint a picture of the range of women that exist.
Right. No doubt. Yeah, when you said I should tell you, I'm the worst person to ask just because like I've never tried to date a B girl. I've always thought of them as like like coworkers or something. Like I'm just like, you know, like I've always, you know, some guys they would like, oh, you know, we have the same interests and we can practice together and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't want to practice with a girl. I don't want to practice with a girl that I'm like involved with. You know, this is my thing. You go do your thing, and we'll you know we'll go hang out somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So like, I've never been the b-boy who tried to use their breaking skills to pick up girls at the club. I've never been the b-boy that tried to, you know, talk to b girls in like a romantic way. I've always, you know, been more of I will date girls that have nothing, that don't even know about breaking or don't even know about, you know, this culture as far as like, you know, the dance part of it or so on and so forth. Just because I feel like it just works better that way for me, you know. But I know that, you know, different guys, different strokes, different folks, right?
Yeah.
No doubt.
True.
Go ahead.
No, actually, I have nothing to add.
So,
for some reason, I just don't feel like the Olympics is the right thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And maybe for me, I'm hoping more to be involved in the medical part there.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Also, feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Beyond the Cypher. Let us know how we're doing in the comment section, and to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace. Until the next episode.